Welcome to the first DeveloperMonkey video update. I will be referring to these series of videos as DMVUs for simplicity. This episode will be focusing on introducing DeveloperMonkey and the concept around it. I will discuss what it aims to be and what you need to expect from it. Then I'll be going through what has been developed so far, as well as a live test of the code in its current state. And then finally I'll be talking about the future plans of DeveloperMonkey, as well as features I will implement at a later date and what is next in the development phase. Firstly, however, I want to explain DMVUs and what they're going to be for and how frequently they're going to be released. So what is a DMVU for? These videos are an easy way for me to share information about the DeveloperMonkey project with everyone who is interested, and allows for live code demonstrations to give a better feel for the application's flow. As these videos are also going to be available on YouTube, feedback can be given at any time during the development phase this way, and I can act upon it quickly. There is no set release schedule for these videos. One will be posted every time a major change occurs in development, introducing new features or a more polished final product. These videos will continue to be produced during private alpha, public beta and final release as I see fit. What is DeveloperMonkey? Well, it's my solution to sharing knowledge with others and encouraging self-learning. DeveloperMonkey doesn't claim to be replacing traditional teaching such as lectures or classrooms. It merely seeks to be an aid to people to get started, as well as simplifying the process of researching various techniques and skills. Rather than a website, DeveloperMonkey is an application which is built using the JavaScript windowing engine, which can be shortened to JWE, which was developed for the sole purpose of power running DeveloperMonkey. But it will also be released as an open source project which is fully documented once DeveloperMonkey goes live for anyone who wants to use the system to produce their own applications. What you should expect from DeveloperMonkey is a very dynamic experience designed to aid your development skills and research. The JWE aims to allow users to customize the application to how they work, being able to move things around and resize them and organize your workspace as you want it and how you work depending on your preferences and the screen size you have available. DeveloperMonkey aims to be a great tool to help any developer, either a beginner or a professional. Specifically, it aims to be a tool that can be left open alongside anything you have, a text editor or any other articles you may be looking into, and help them find related information and progressive knowledge easily using the developer node network, which will be explained in the next portion during the live code demonstration, and there will also be a link to a full explanatory blog post on the DNN and how I came up with it. So this is the DeveloperMonkey application in its current state. This is the main application window, which will be the only thing open when the user starts DeveloperMonkey for the first time. Currently the other things developed is just the visuals of the sidebar, as well as the following the links, as well as being able to load new content when links are clicked. However, this is because a large focus has been applied to creating the JavaScript windowing engine and other components that this will rely on. So this is a good demonstration of a JavaScript windowing engine window which is of type main, meaning that it'll be the main application window, which means it cannot be closed, minimized, but it can be maximized. As you can see, it can be dragged around, and here it can be resized, and every window can have a minimum height and width set for it. It can't be resized out of the window's bounds, and if the window is resized, it will move itself until it can't anymore. Maximizing it will put it so it's always 100% width and the height of the screen, and will also put it behind any other windows that are currently there as not to obscure them. And as we can see, as we resize the window, it will scale accordingly. So currently, as well as the window object, context menus have been added to the system to create custom context menus quickly. However, whenever these menus are created, a remove menus item will always be there to disable them at any point. This currently serves to bring the about quickly and easily in a custom alert system, which becomes a child of this item, meaning that if there was another item in focus and we clicked on this, this would be brought forward with us, and we'll see an example of that in the future. Context menus have an option to be disabled on links, which is active here, and the same with images, but it is not active at the moment. The something look weird link is simply a disclaimer about visual styles in different browsers, and submit feedback does not work at the moment. The view help link will open a document viewer containing the help file and will go to a bookmark in the file depending on what window was clicked. So if we click view help, the help manual will appear, and it will always try to appear to the right of this window. But as you can see, there wasn't enough room. But we can scroll with the mouse as usual, and it has a custom scroll bar, and we can also use these to have accelerated scrolling, and we have the scroll bar as usual. Documents can have bookmarks in them and can be accessed externally, as we just did then, or using links in the document. For example, if we click here, we go to the tutorial player section, and the same with the DeveloperMonkey window. The window manager, which manages the focus of all these items, also saves their state if the .save method is called and object is returned, which can be set in a cookie or a session. As with focus, if I maximize this window, you'll see that it will now always be at the bottom. So just unmaximize that and bring this to the front. So as well as position, size, minimization, maximization, and etc., custom data can be stored in each window, which is just used being a .store method, and when data is loaded, a .load event is triggered on the window. So if we scroll here and allow a few seconds for the interval to save the data, and I press refresh, the file is opened and scrolled to the right place straight away. The icons here represent minimize windows, so if I click minimize here, it will slide off screen and appear here, and it can be brought back by simply clicking. Closing a window will just remove it completely, and you can't get it back unless you bring it back how you originally brought it forward. So if we click view help, this icon here is just a test editor, which is using the document editor class, which allows you to type in text like so, or HTML. You can add filter functions to the object to filter the text, so remove tags or handle white space example. And this one is currently bound to the help manual for testing purposes, and if we press the update preview button, the document changes based on our text like so. The save button does not do anything on the object, but merely triggers a save event which can be handled externally. Let's close these windows. This window here is the developer node network, which is what the majority of the system DeveloperMonkey is based around. If you're viewing this on the DeveloperMonkey website, on the bottom right there will be a link to a blog post explaining this. Otherwise there will be a link to the blog post in the description of the video on YouTube. Basically the way this works is as you view articles and videos and links in here, there will be an option of load in DNN, which will load it as this center node, and you will be able to navigate surrounding information. Now the surrounding information will be relevant to the video. It will either be associated knowledge, predecessing knowledge, so if something is teaching something they may need to know first, and vice versa, something they may want to learn afterwards to progress even further. So to navigate this is very easy. Anything that is not create or pending you can click on, like so, and it will simply load its new things. If there are, every time you load one of these, up to 7 nodes will show, and if there isn't 7 nodes, connect nodes will be created. The window remembers where you started off via the window here, and you can return to it at any point, or you can navigate back to it if you know how. So to add nodes, it is very easy. You just click connect and the node linker window appears. Currently the only way to link a node is to search. As you can see, this will tell you what you are doing and this will tell you what you are connecting to. So I'm going to find a node and I'm going to search for test video 2. We can now click this and it will tell us a node is successfully been connected. This is a good time to show you how child windows work. So for example, if I try to click this, this will always be in focus. Now if I bring this and move it away so we can see this, this will be brought into focus and it will pulse to show that it needs attention. So we can click OK to get rid of that. If we now try to add the same thing again and click test video 2, it will tell us that the connection already exists and that pending connections are also included in that search, so they must try another node. A similar alert will also appear if it turns out that during the progress of leaving this open, all remaining empty nodes have been connected. So that is it for the development network. If I go to test link 1 and click on test video 1, we can click this, and as you can see, a video player instant runs. This is based on the YouTube Chrome OS player and it's fully resizable like every other window and minimizable and all that stuff, and resizing can be disabled when you initialize the object. The progress bar appears, where we currently are is also available, as well as the current time and total time. Controls are fully implemented: play, pause, restart, and mute and unmute, as well as a quality toggle, like so. And based on where we start, the video will continue. However, closing a video object will cause it to call its destroy method instantly, as there are memory exception issues in the Internet Explorer when trying to remove and re-add Swift objects. So the destroy method is called on the Swift object using swiftobject.js, and the window element, as in the div container, is also removed completely and all references deleted. So to create a new instance, you will need to have a function that checks if it is null and just bind to the destroy event to reset the object. So that is it for the current development stage of DeveloperMonkey. If you have any comments, opinions, or any suggestions you think need improving on the system, I am happy to hear any and look forward to your response. So what is next in the development of DeveloperMonkey? Well, a lot more focus is going to be added to the main application window, and that will be developed further and further, implementing the windows already created. Currently a mobile version does not work for the system, and as such that will be developed once the system comes out of open beta. So I hope this video has been informative, and I hope you look forward to the next installment.